This is Steve from Boxing UK in association with Supreme CBD. Delighted again to be joined by the Cobra twice in 2 weeks, Carl.
Yes, twice in 2 weeks.
Don't know where to start. We'll start at the beginning. Last time we spoke, news was breaking that a certain Roy Jones Jr. had called you out.
Yeah.
Have you seen him tonight?
It's calmed down a little bit now. It's slowed down. Not much banter between the legend Roy Jones and the warrior, the Cobra. If it starts chirping up again and we can do something, we'll have a little move around.
Good man. And has Mr. Calzaghe been in touch?
No.
Not a peep?
He don't fancy it, does he? No, let's be honest. He's not going to want the Cobra all over him, smothering him with them body shots, dropping the nut on him and hitting him with that big right uppercut.
Good man. Carl, we're here in Newcastle. Who stole the show for you? Savannah?
Yeah, it was a good performance by Savannah Marshall. She was under pressure early on, then she managed to turn it around and put some nicely placed combination, body and head, and get the stoppage. It's a joy to watch.
We missed the fight because we were interviewing Chris Eubank Jr. But we spoke with Peter quickly and he said it was the best female fight you'll ever see. Was it as good as that?
It was good. Did you miss it, did you? You have to watch it back on Sky. It was very good. But while it lasted, it couldn't have been the best fight you'll ever see because it only lasted, best part of 4 or 5 minutes. It's the second round it was stopped, but no, good fight. Savannah Marshall did really well.
All roads are leading to Savannah Marshall and Claressa Shields. They're back out on December the 11th. Just your early thoughts on that one, Carl?
Actually happening December 11th?
No, they're on the same card on December.
Card. That's what I was getting confused about. I was thinking, hang on a minute, what's going off here? So they're both on the same bill, and that will build that for next year. That'll be awesome. Yeah. Claressa Shields is confident that she's got every right to be. Yeah. But what a fight!
Anything else on the card stand out for you? We had Chris Eubank, Hughie Fury.
Eubank looked good. Hughie Fury I thought was better than he usually is. He's sometimes a bit negative and a bit on his back foot and a bit defensive. I watched a guy called Matthew Barney years ago, and he was just awkward and horrible and. He needed disqualifying and throwing out, but I mean Hughie Fury's not like that. But he used to have that kind of a negative style. And I said before the fight started on Sky on the broadcast, he needs to be more offensive. And he was tonight. Yeah. Took his time, he was pitter-pattering a bit, but then when he sat down his punches and put shots together, he had good effect. And I thought that was a good win for him tonight.
We interviewed Hughie early in the week, and he said 100% he can still be heavyweight world champion.
Listen, he's 27 years old. You can't say no because boxing's all about timing. Yeah. Who knows in 3-4 years how the landscape's changed. Whilst Usyk dominates as undisputed, I mean he's not got the WBC off the king Tyson Fury, I don't think he will do either. But whilst he's there, whilst Tyson's there, Hughie, let's be honest, he's not going to be able to do anything when them belts are tied up. But he sticks around long enough, he's been around a while, he's only 27, his time will come.
Last one, you've touched on the heavyweight landscape and the belts tied up. We saw you with Joshua Usyk. Last Saturday and Sunday we had probably the best fight that we've had at the heavyweight division since Lennox Lewis. How do you see the landscape over the next 12 months? The rematches with Joshua and Usyk, the winner of that with Tyson Fury. Do you think we'll get undisputed?
Listen, AJ can beat Usyk, but I don't know if he will. I don't know if he'll be able to get himself in the mental. I'm hearing there's going to be big changes. There's going to be big changes with his training team. I don't know how that's going to pan out. I think Rob McCracken, if he's listened to and he's able to do what he does without people interfering, he's one of the best trainers in the world.
Is that an important point, Carl? Because a lot of the critics just went straight for Rob McCracken, didn't they, online?
Yeah, and how many people you got sticking red in the corner? How many people hanging around the changing rooms? How many people are in the camp blowing down his ear hole, AJ's ear hole? Yeah. And Rob's respectful of people, but listen, he's the boss. He should be the one giving instructions. And sometimes I feel that that's not the case, but he won't stay where he's not wanted. But hopefully AJ realises that what he needs to do is downsize a little bit, go back to basics, and remember when all his best performances came in, when he climbed off the canvas to beat Klitschko, who was in his corner, who was he listening to? He lost to Ruiz, but then he won the rematch against Ruiz. He just put in a stinker of a performance against the top fighter. Don't try and outbox someone like Alexander Usyk. That'd be like me trying to outbox, probably not the same, but a little bit similar. When I fought Lucian Butte, I was never going to try and stand and box and move around him and try and outbox him and that thing. No chance, because he was taller than me. He could punch a bit. It's an awkward southpaw. So I went at him, stuck it on him, backed him up, fucking smashed him to bits.
Battered him instead, eh?
That's how you do it. Yeah. Now, if you've got height and reach and weight advantage on somebody who's better than you, technically, it's a no-brainer. Fucking get on him. Drag on him, push him back, lean on him, hit him round the body, hit him low. Fucking drop the nut on him if you have to. Get the win. Don't sit back, pouncing around, flicking your jab out and just waiting. And that's what it was, a disappointing performance for AJ, one that he can massively improve on quite easily. So you can't write him off in the rematch, but he needs to change his tactics.
And how good was Tyson Fury, and can anybody beat him, Carl?
Tyson Fury was absolutely fucking unbelievable. I apologise to the young listeners for the language, but I need to stick that F word in there because it's the only way I can enhance what an amazing performance it was. Yeah. Because he climbed off the canvas, as did, both fighters. Deontay Wilder put in an unbelievable performance as well. But Fury, just a king. He's the king. Blocking shots with his elbow, slipping the left hook, dropping a little short right hand on, decking his opponent. Just amazing, unbelievable, just brilliant. Just love it. I think he's great. And don't forget, I've got a lot of love for him because I started my career with Tyson Fury. We was training in Ireland in Castlebar, County Mayo, my world title fight, and it was an amazing camp. To which I then went on and fought for the WBC world title against Sean Pascal. Tyson was on the undercard. That was his debut on my undercard. Yeah. And we were both promoted by the same promoter. I can't remember his name. And then we went on to do amazing things. So I got a lot of love for him because we had a similar journey. But he's obviously heavyweight and he's the master.
Good man. Carl Froch, I appreciate your time. You take care.
And you know what? I'll give you my last bit of time tonight. Saved it for a couple of YouTubers that was hanging around. And what's going off here? Oh, how did you do that? We've got Coogan Cassius here, trying to steal the limelight.
Shout out Boxing UK.
Thank you, Coogan.
Absolutely.
Shout out to Boxing UK.
Doing their thing.
And yeah, always a pleasure.
Lovely.
Always got time for these little guys. Well, we're getting bigger.
Getting there. Carl Froch, you're a star.
Pleasure.